Hello. I'm Natalie, and today we are giving myself a much overdue haircut. Starting off with my staple products to prep my hair for my blow drying process. My favorite heat protectant and silk serum ever. It makes my hair beyond soft and hydrated, silky, and all while protecting it from heat damage. To give myself a haircut, I will be flat ironing my hair today. I always felt like that was the easiest way to assess my ends, and for me it just makes it easier to see exactly what needs to go. But before we do that, I have to blow dry, and like always, I'm working in sections. Doing everything in sections helps me to work with my hair instead of fighting against it, and I'm able to be thorough while being gentle. Let me know in the comments if you want an updated blow dry routine. Even while I was blow drying, you can see how my ends are see-through. You can totally trim your hair in a blow dried state. I just prefer to flat iron before I'm trimming, and this is my all-time favorite flat iron. The Babyliss Nano Titanium gets me right every single time. It is the most consistent flat iron I own, and I haven't heard any negative reviews on it either. I'm gonna link all of my favorite tools and products that you've seen thus far in the description box so you can try them all out yourself, and maybe they can become staples in your routine as well. If your ends look anything like mine, don't feel bad. It just means that we, because me included, have to have a better routine just to take care of them and be on top of things. So the wrap definitely made a difference, okay? Let's just say that. In terms of how the ends look, I know that the flat iron wasn't going to be like the silkiest silk press, but I only flat iron my hair to trim it. I'm looking down at my mirror. You can see where it needs to be cut, just along this line. This is the longest my hair has ever been. You know, of course you're like, ooh, the length, honey. I'm just so proud that it's gotten to this point and it's still this healthy, and it's just like, if I have to cut off 2 inches, 3 inches, bye. You can definitely see where it needs to go. I usually cut my hair when I'm flat ironing it, so as I go, I'm cutting it. I need more than just like a little dust. I need a cut. Clip my hair. Let me zip this up. Better. That's better. All of this has to go. And then I'm gonna like take it and then cut like that as well. So we're bringing it all forward. I've literally never cut my hair like this. Look at the difference. Yes, we can go a little bit more. Feels better and it looks better. That's how I feel. Let's just do this side. But we see the difference. Honestly, I should cut that much. Should we just do it and stop crying about it? I'm gonna do it. Shh.
If I want my hair to grow longer and be, you see how it's this healthy all the way down here? If I want it to grow longer and healthier, I have to cut it. I have to freaking cut it.
And it looks better. Like, that just made my hair look so much better. Let's go before I start sweating. Let's go. Please. I'm gonna aim you down a little bit. I feel so much better. When I was looking back at my hair and I was like, oof, it looks bad. It didn't look like that a couple months ago. Any split and I see, I'll just snip it, to be honest. Don't think that because you're not a professional, you don't know what you're doing. I feel like I did really well. From this, like that. I know that probably didn't make any sense, but it just, to me it did. These ends. I'm not looking for super even. Do they look good or not? Do they feel good or not? I don't care if it's even or not. Just a little bit higher, I feel like would do me justice. But then again, I feel like a good condition will even out those problems. But can you really get every freaking split end? No. Better. We're gonna take this part down. Just to clean it up. Sometimes it's hard because my hair doesn't roll completely even throughout my head. I gotta cut this. You can see where it's starting to get nasty. Also, you want to get a hairline around here. Just an FYI, if you're dealing with like breakage in the middle of your head, it can be because of possible iron deficiencies, stress. This does not feel good. This doesn't feel good at all. But you won't even need to do as much cutting if you stay on top of it. So me going 6 months is insane. I should be trimming my hair every, they say 8 weeks, 2 to 3 months, depending on how often you're in your hairs. I hope that this video, you'll start to see what do raggedy ends really look like. Hair that needs to be cut, how does it move? Say goodbye. We are not done yet because this is not okay. No. Here again. This neck thing is really starting to get on my nerves. We kind of neglect the hair on our hairline, but they need slight trims too. It's getting hot. This is a little tedious, I cannot lie, but it is worth it. If you do not cut your ends, the splitting will just continue to go up higher and higher, and you're gonna have to cut off more and more. Unlike this section of my hair, so this is what we're working with so far. The ends look so much better. I think we are good. Look at the movement in the body now. It feels so much better. It feels so much better. This is your sign. Cut your hair. I needed a cut. That wasn't a trim. That was not a trim to me. That was a cut. Literally wasn't even moving like this before I cut it. Thank you for watching. You didn't find this video for no reason. You were meant to be here. Subscribe, stay a while, check out my other videos on hair. Also cut your hair. I mean, if you want to cut it. but trim your ends, okay? Your hair's gonna look so much fuller, so much healthier. It's gonna flow better and it's gonna feel better, and your curls will be popping too if you wear your curls. No pressure. I'll be back here for you, so you make sure you're back here for me, okay? Bye. Ooh, that ponytail. Telling you, whatever ends have to go. Okay, I won't obsess. I'm done.